Hey guys, today we're going to be answering some questions. Now, I started shooting this episode earlier and started talking about something else in the middle of it. So I decided to kind of redo the intro here to, instead of being an aside for another thing that I was doing, I have a dedicated episode to this. You guys started asking me questions, and so I'm going to answer them. Questions about my gear, Patreon, the life of a YouTuber in general. So let's get to it on today's Graybeard Biker. So today is going to be a break in the normal episode series that we have going on. This is a special community episode where we come together as the Graybeard Biker family and we talk. You've asked questions, I'm going to answer them. And I'll shift in and out of where I started this. Okay, greetings and salutations, everyone. Little community meeting here. A lot of you guys know I've been struggling with some things for a while now. So I thought I'd tell you what else going on. Lots of things, no excuses. Just going to lay it out for you, let you know what it is. But first, wanted to answer some questions. As far as where to get a lot of the things that you see me have. For example, I was just asked about these glasses. Most everything that I have bought you can find on my Amazon page. If you go to the description, there's a link, and it goes to another link that has a list of things that I've reviewed, things that I have purchased that you can use based on my Amazon. So most all of it's here. The cameras that I use, that things like these glasses are there. Anything that I can find on Amazon, because Amazon makes it easy for me to make the list, I put there. So that's the first thing. Also, things like the Breezy Writer, there's a link to that. You guys obviously know that you get a discount code if you order that because they're one of our sponsors. I try to put everything in the description for that. Now, I have an equipment page, which is graybeardbiker.com/equipment. I also have an Amazon page. I'll put the QR code right here. Everything that I have ever reviewed or the equipment that I use will be listed on one of or both of those pages. The shirts that you see me wear, most of them are Graybeard Biker shirts. They're made as merch for the channel. And usually below the video, you'll see where YouTube will let you buy them straight from there. This is actually Graybeard Biker merchandise. And YouTube sells it right here on the channel. Underneath most of the videos, you'll see a link to the shop. If you don't, you can go over to graybeardbiker.com and get it there. So, if you like what I'm wearing, you can have it too. Show your support for the channel. We appreciate it. So, as far as the stuff that you see, that's how that works. If ever you go there and you don't see something, just like the guy before, feel free to ask me. I have no problem telling you where I get any of this stuff. But I usually try to put links, especially if it's a review, so that you guys know. Now, I got a question about Patreon. Well, let's not just Patreon, about being a YouTuber as a whole. All right, so little piece of vulnerability here. I am just a guy, just like you guys are. And there's lots of things that happen just like in everybody else's life that makes things go behind. I've had a lot of things go on that have been issues, which we'll talk about today. But before I get into those, let's go inside to the air conditioner for that. Now, first, I love doing this. I love helping the community, letting you know what to expect at rallies before you go, helping you to learn about new products and services, meeting you guys when I'm out on the road. I love it, but it's challenging. Producing a show on YouTube is actually a lot of work, and that work also has costs. Now, there are ways to help combat those costs. YouTube pays a little for advertising on the channel. We have the YouTube memberships, but YouTube takes the lion's share of that. But it does help. People can also straight donate via PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I've had people send me things, and we have Patreon. So, back to the Patreon question. Let me start with some background. When I started Patreon, I had great plans for it, but it also added more work and it wasn't paying for itself. So I had to back off on some of those plans. We do still have Patreon. Here's a list of some of the Patreon supporters that we have. Big thank you to you guys for believing in the channel and helping us to keep the lights on and the wheels on the road. But I'll admit, I hadn't updated it in a while. You see, at Patreon now, since I had to update it, you get exclusive content, photos, ad-free episodes, and if you are a member long enough, I'll send you a gift as a thank you. This is the new update to the Patreon levels. I had a lot more, but honestly, most of our viewers aren't Patreon members. Hell, a lot of people aren't even subscribers. The numbers of views this channel gets is 85% more than the number of subscribers that the average person sees listed on the channel. Just human nature. Some people don't want to sign up for things. I get it. But if you will, I promise you it costs you nothing. And it really does help out with YouTube, the algorithm, and potential sponsors that look at that number. When you do subscribe, that really does help the channel to continue. So enough about that, but it's a reality when you have a channel. So if you haven't, please subscribe. If you're unsure, check. YouTube has been known to unsubscribe people without them knowing. Anyway, thank you for that. Thank you to our Patreon members. I am making a concerted effort to get caught back up over there and giving you the things that you expect as a thank you for supporting the channel. As I said, I'm human. Things happen. Thank you for understanding. Also, I've mentioned the hard drive delays. I've talked about it enough over the last several weeks because it directly affects what you are seeing here on the channel. And I promise you, I am staying on it. But there are things out of my control. Now, you may think, how could you let this happen? And I'll tell you, like I said before, it's money. Hard drives and backup hard drives are expensive when you get to the size and the speeds that you need to use on a YouTube channel. And so we end up moving files, not making backups, etc. And well, that can cause issues. When I'm Mr. Beast, I'll make sure that that doesn't happen anymore. But for now, we do the best that we can. And you're not the only ones waiting on those episodes. I actually have sponsors that helped pay for those trips that are waiting. So I am beyond mortified that I haven't been able to deliver those episodes yet. More about the channel, and speaking of sponsors, we've been able to pick up some new ones because I was able to start building a team here. Like I said, our numbers are greater than our subscriber count, and those numbers help us secure sponsorships whenever we're able to present them. That helps keep the channel going. So I've had some of you put me in contact with potential sponsors here in the biker industry. That really helps. So please continue doing that. Sorry, tangent. Team, yes. I started building a team, which included having someone help me solicit sponsors to help make it possible for me to go all the places and get all this content for you guys. There is a lot of behind the scenes that people don't get to see. In addition to all these places, cameras, and editing that people expect with running a channel. Try to stay on track here. No more tangents as to... Anyway, so part of team building, part of the partnership that I'm doing, I've started to help a new channel, Biker Nurse Radio, as their producer. And that's been more demanding on my time, but it helps with growing the channel, now a network in the long run. Then, directly after that, one of our sponsors, Camp Easy Ride, learned of what I do for my day job. I own a marketing agency. So they've signed on with me to help build out the Camp Easy Ride brand and continue their growth. And as a result, I've established a new division of my agency called Graybeard Biker Media, which, coupled with the new channels and the network, is a new business, which is dedicated to the motorcycle industry. You'll see a new website coming for Camp Easy Ride soon because we've been working on it, and it will be awesome. But Graybeard Biker Media is now the entity for sponsorships across the entire Graybeard Biker network and the new agency marketing services. Now, if you know of any businesses in the biker community, in the biker space, please send them our way. Let them know about Graybeard Biker Media. I want to be able to get to the point where I can continue to bring content to you guys, great content, uninterrupted. Do giveaways, all the fun stuff. But it's a lot of work and channel growth to get there. So, thanks for understanding. And again, thanks to those that support us. We welcome any support, referrals, and everything. And we appreciate them all. You guys are why we do this. Now, there's always people, I've seen them in the comments, that don't think that this is actually work. They think, I'm not paying you to go on vacation. Not only do they think it, they've said it. Look, I'm not going to argue with these folks. It's just the way the world works. But this is not vacation. Not that I don't enjoy it. I do. But there's a lot of sweat, stress, and frustration that goes into it as well. Just like anything that's worth doing well. And I will continue pressing on. So, thanks for your questions. And if you have more, please let us know. I loved reaching out to you guys, answering your questions, being transparent with you. It's part of what we do here in the community. So, until I see you next time, stay free. Keep it shiny side up.